So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 2 of Steins. That was a very interesting episode. I mean, it's so different. It combines like a mystery and a comedy and like very silly stuff in one piece, and it looks super interesting. So yeah, the links to the reaction are in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And let's start from the beginning. I'll try not to focus on like dialogues because I don't have a lot of time for the discussion. So we start basically at the same place we ended before. The lift, the doors are opened, and poor Karin sees the girl, Makise Kurisu, and he's shocked. She's alive. Though in his place, I would not be that surprised because you know there is much more stranger stuff happening than just her. I mean, she is strange, her being here, but he's just a piece of all that strange event that happened. And he's like, "What?" He goes to her like, "You're alive. You're real." Try, uh, grabs her, like touches her everywhere. She's shocked, like, "What are you doing? I'm gonna call police." And Daru, poor Daru, shocked, like, "What? I mean, I know you're crazy, but not that crazy. Don't be so crazy." And she's shocked, so he actually tells her, like, "You've been stabbed right here." And she looks at him, and he came. Somehow found them in the end, you know? She came. I always do that. I always do that. Hate me for doing that. So yeah, that thing happened. Everyone's shocked, but it ended up nice because it could have been much worse. And she's like, huh? Like what? Are you serious? She's a smart girl, and oh, by the way, she's also kinda into time machine stuff, time travel stuff. So yeah, time travel paranoia. This episode was called. So we see her. She's giving a lecture about the time travel again and again. She says like it is not possible. And as I've said, it is possible. Time travel is possible, not just in a way we believe it. I mean, not we believe, not just in a way we want it to work. Like you're like standing on some circle, someone presses the or sitting in the DeLorean, like or getting in the telephone booth, all that crap. No, it works actually, like physically works, but only in the future, not in the past. And he's again with like not doctor, but he screamed other stuff. I mean, his character is super entertaining to watch. Sometimes he's cringy as fuck, but it's still like, how the hell are you managing to be that weird and that charismatic at the same time? I mean, I know weird people, but not that weird. And she takes his basically scientific duel, Okay, let's speak about that, Mr. Hoin-san, Mr. Hoin Kyoma. And yeah, we kind of jumped to the end, but we see this. So, man, she wrote all the goddamn thing, where you write formulas and all that. I know nothing about it, about those formulas, but I suppose she explained to him like string theory and some other theory. Just don't exactly remember what it was. And by the way, I remembered what's Kerr black holes. They were mentioned in the previous episode. There's like a tiny black holes, as far as I remember. Kerr black holes, because we know black hole is like a huge thing. not maybe not super huge, but in terms of space um, measures, it's quite big. I mean, they're different, but like Kerbal black holes are super tiny. And I even then it didn't even look the information. I just remember that. So yeah, and he says like, yeah, she definitely is an organization agent, and well, of course, the organization agent. And then we switch to sexy sounds. Yana Yana Yanagibayashi. Yanagibayashi Shrine. And we see a boy with a sword training. And they speak. And his name is Lukako. Oh no, she called him Luca, but he's. I mean, Okabe called him Lukako. Excuse me, excuse me. And he also plays the role. Almost everyone, not everyone. I mean, Daru always says, to Okabe, like, you're saying stupid stuff again, delusional. Mayushii kind of doesn't even care about it. But this boy and the other girl, fuck, the fairies. I remember her name because it was mentioned in even in the previous episode. I just didn't know that was actually a name of a character. She also plays the game of his, about like him being holding Koma, an organization, and all the crazy stuff. He gave her the sword, legendary sword and stuff, which was actually like a cheap one, but we're playing. And he does like, my arm was possessed, and he ran towards the thing, and yeah, there's the scene like she's Urashigabara look so beautiful, so feminine, but is a boy. Restricted area. So yeah, they that we gone through that, and Mayushii being super nice, and Nokabe thinks to himself. Oh, and yeah, I already forgot. We met another girl. We see the hulk of a man, Mr. Brown, near his shop, CRT TV shop, and then the interview happens. So very interesting scene, by the way. The interview have I closed? Yeah, I don't want to do that like it was before. The interview happens like, what's your name? Here's it. Your name, Amane Suzuha. Age, 18. Reason for working here. I love CRT TVs. You're hired, man. I wish every job interview was like that easy. Is this a comedy routine? Says okay. I mean, right? She's also a nice looking girl with a don't know what's it called in English. Interesting hair. And he acts crazy again. Man, the Mr. Brown. Oh, he has a I love CRT thing on his muscular front muscles. Damn, he's so big. Why? How you ended up being so big, man? You're probably the biggest guy in Japan. You don't even look like a Japanese, actually. I mean, all of them don't look like very much like a Japanese. Uh-huh. Oh, and he started looking the internet, and then the thing, right? That's important. Too loud. John Titor. So he finds 2010 a time traveler here. Lol. So it's kind of happening again. Not again. It's kind of happening now. That's happened like 10 years for them and 20 years for us in the year 2000. And people are like lol, yeah, of course, because people, they're people. They only can do that. And he starts explaining. John Tite, CERN has a monopoly on time machines. I'm not sure if they're mentioning the CERN, but just changing the name, or is like a different. I mean, they're working with like, the Hadron Collider machine thing. Like, there was rumors that the CERN can create a black hole in there and destroy the world. So yeah, it's kind of like a fitting organization for the whole plot of this. Not the whole idea of this anime. A monopoly of time machines, yeah. An ordinary person. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The world in dystopia. Noble mission changing my present. So is this really what he was saying like previously? Because I don't know the whole history. I just know he appeared, claimed some stuff, and disappeared. And once again obtain our freedom. Uh-huh. So he came from the future. So was he in this machine? That crashed there? It's pretty logical to me. Something crashed that, you know, weird looking technology piece, and then some guy appears on the internet. Why would you even appear on the internet and start saying that? Just do your thing. That CERN dictates the future. You're talking about so-called grandfather paradox. Yeah, that's exactly all I can think of. The European Laboratory of Practical Physics. Yeah, yeah, this is it. European Laboratory of Practical Physics. CERN's kind of like that. I don't remember the full, but it is in Europe and Switzerland, or it's like between few countries. And they study particle physics. They like collide like tiny elements and find even more tinier ones. And they're now building a super big ass collider. By the way, this one, the the big one was 30 kilometers, but now there's a big huge one. It's like 100 or something. I mean, the guys that probably actually will someday destroy the world. It's possible to meet yourself in the past. Will it change the future then? Because, well, paradox is a paradox. You simply move world. You simply move world lines. Like, there was world line where you met. No, I mean, there was a world line where you both were here at some point, and then you either meet or don't meet. If you met, then it splits, and there's a word line where you know about that you came from the future, the other you came from China and stuff, and the other where you don't know about that and just go back to the fuck. This is complicatedly and super interestingly awesome. If you do, you simply move word lines. Man, the word line concept is amazing. I told you. In parallel words, what's the word line? You stupid gorillas. No, you simply move word line here. Let me give me. The time isn't a single line moving from the past to the future. I mean, I hope so. It's comprised of an infinite number of parallel lines. Like, yeah. The world would diverge from two lines. which you had survived. But as I've said, even if there was a burglar who tried to kill you, you know, and he kills you, I mean, at this exact point, probably, yeah, there was only two world lines. But I mean, if you fall here or there, it's possible. It's like technically there's even more, but those are like little details. You know, we don't count little details. Where you fall, farted you or not after falling down. That doesn't count. It doesn't change the overall situation. So he drinks the Dr. Pepper. This title is Japan. Who appeared in the American internet. So yeah, he appeared in the American, but now he appeared in Japan, right? He definitely is from that machine, and is definitely a time machine in the on the building. 2033 in order to save the future. Man, 2033 and it's in like 16 years, people. Ah, I'm gonna be old, man, like at this time. Don't like that. Time we travel. Famous on the internet. He didn't become famous on the internet, this Titan guy, but he ended up being kinda known. Several books were eventually published about him. I mean, people, of course, to earn money, you're gonna publish about everything. But still, if those were his ideas, like if this Titer speaks the same as the real Titer in our world line, then I'm not surprised that some people believed in him because he brings up the theory. Why, CERN? How were you able to jump back here? That's gonna be funny if in the actual year 2036 there's gonna some such shit happens and we're gonna live in dystopia, man. Not gonna be funny, but we're gonna be like, oh, seriously. John Titor failed then. Let's. Uh-huh. Oh, and he tried. Man, there was May Queen stuff. Not interesting. So he tried to find the information about the John Titor, but there's no information in this world line. He just appeared now. 12 results on all internet in the world. The Goodle said it. He Googled it. And the book collection, no book collection, and he calls Daro, and Daro says like, "You stupid, who's John Titor?" He looked for John Titor. All the information he found was from that forum. And he wrote to him. I want an answer from Titor. About 10 years ago, in other words, yeah. About I've never been to the year 2000, nor do I intend to go there. But he actually was there, just not in this world line. Why now? Oh yeah, we met so many new people, and then we meet this girl with the phone. Another weirdo. I forgot her name already. Wait. So she made a photo, and she says like weird stuff already about the photo. Why do you make a photo? He asks, and she answers, proof of where I walked today, of what I saw. She's weird, right? Maybe she's also from the future or something. Maybe she's a John Titan man. John Titan is not a girl, but maybe she's with him. She's like proof. Why do you need a proof? of where I walked today, of what I saw. And she saw a lot of anime stuff, by the way. Because it's a Akihabara. What else can you see? So yeah, they found each other, two weirdest people in the world. Oh, and she brings this IBM machine, the old S computer that I suppose actually probably real, but just doesn't call like IBM. And it's rare, and of course it's rare. It's like old 70s, 1970s or something. IBM was just they were, IBM at that time at they the IBM they won the actual computer wars because their format of combining details and stuff. But at that time, when this machine was released somewhere in 70s, the Commodore was the boss. So they probably even if they produced these machines, they were not popular even at that time, and of course they were rare even there, and now they're even rarer. I wonder how much is that thing costs, and why do you need that? So he tells her about Daru, but it's weird scenes and stuff. Oh, and yeah, we see Mayushii with cat girl. She was cute as hell, but now she's a cat girl. You want me to die from cuteness or so or something? And Okabe like still keeps his face straight. I'd be melting there like like this. Look at this. I mean, you don't look, you can see it, but I can see that. Yo, Mayuri. And yeah, I know. I actually know that there's this type of cafe, but I only heard about maid cafe, not cat girl maid cafe. This is like Uber stuff. I kind of wanna visit this place, but I just feel I'm gonna feel so uncomfortable there, just because like this is so ridiculous. But I like it. Though I suppose all of the people there is gonna be all feeling the same, so the it's gonna be like event. The whole atmosphere is gonna be event. And I suppose these girls are professionals. They're gonna make everything so you're like melt, as I've said. Men Mayushii, nyan nyan. Ocarin kind of sounds like welcome. I don't think so, at least in English. Where's Daru? So Daru likes to be here. Oh, and the fairies girl. And her boobs shaking up. I missed you. What happened to his every 3 days? So you're also a man of culture, right? And he says bullcrap about the organization and shit, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's a reasonable, like that's legit, right?" I also like some have like abilities and stuff, crazy spick, but she's super cute as well. This girl, I don't even know who's cuter, Mayushii or I don't like Mayushi's what's it called, like synthetic hair thing. This girl has like pink hair. It kind of fits her. Like I, but Mayushi, I like her in her normal suit attire. So they speak with Daru. Shut up, cheater. Daru kind of likes this place, right? And he shows Okabe shows him the IBM machine. What's it called again? IBM 5100. Gosen Hakusho, a legendary retro PC. And he says there is one in Akihabara, kinda. I mean, it's a rumor. It was sold over 30 years ago. So yeah, the 70s. I mean, that was the time when IBM kinda appeared. So, and the girl, Kiryu Moeka, her name, sent a message of being so nice and like emotional. Oh, and then we go to the goo stuff about the banana goo stuff. The analysis in the university laboratory reveals that the galvanas have been torn apart at a molecular level. A molecular, not even atomic. Man, I kind of feel stupid now. What at atom? What's the smaller one? Molecular or atomic? Nah. Unfortunately, I forgot about that. But still, a molecular is super. No, atoms are smaller than moleculars. Yeah. They're smaller, but still, it's like torn apart. So it was if it like water have like like H2O, right? And it's like torn apart. There's only like single elements flying around. There's no connection. It's like goo, actual goo, this banana. And how the hell your microwave does that? And how the hell your banana just got, you know, teleported? So yeah, there wasn't a banana. The mato scientist shit. Anshishiro. Anshishiro, I remember Kenny from Attack on Titan also said that. Anshishiro! Don't be afraid or something like. So, and they separate the banana, place it in the microwave, turn the thing on, start argue with each other. And it disappears, and then they see it back at the banana connected. Connected. Yeah. How is your microwave doing? And it turned into gel. I don't know why it is like that. Because teleport, if it is, why teleport it exactly here? You know, we had one experiment. We placed all the bunch of bananas there, and they stayed in the microwave, and turn into jelly. But this time they removed one, dropped it in the microwave, and it appeared on the other side. It appeared back again. Why the first time the bananas just stayed as they were, and the other time the teleportation happened? I mean, can you repeat this experiment, but look at the bunch of banana? Can you actually see that happening? Because you know, the quantum mechanics is very interesting, and it's very complex stuff. But as far as I remember, there were some things that kind of like, you know, happen if you're not seeing at them, if you're not looking at them. There were something about that, like you cannot see something happen, but it will happen. You just cannot see that. You can prove that it happened, but you cannot. It's like super crazy. So can you see the banana actually doing the uh, thing? I'm looking at that banana. It's actually connected. It's not like teleported. It's connected there. It- It's kind of like, kind of like being sent back at few minutes back, but turned into jelly. Like, I just don't know. But thankfully, we have Makise girl appeared here, has somehow found them, and she's like, nice, interesting experiment you're having here, guys. And I wonder, maybe she saw the moment where Banana appeared there? Or she just heard about them? How you find this? I'm super interested in that, but it's a super short episode. God damn it. The scientific stuff is like tiny stuff, a tiny part about of this episode, and this is sad. But this was super interesting. I really want to watch more, but I cannot. I have to check my cat again. I mean, he's kind of fine, but I was pretty afraid about him. So yeah, this short discussion. Sorry, but there's no reason for me to go like word by word when we're just having a dialogues. I just made a reaction out of it. And yep, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode. I'm gonna try to do the next episode tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe not gonna go that easy. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.